I've always said, it's like a movie on the field. Every early Sunday morning, as the sun begins to rise and the morning birds begin to sing, as you approach the field, that fresh morning breeze hits across your face, you immediately begin to feel excited for Sunday morning flag football. Now, there's many different flag football leagues filled with many people who share one thing in common, and that's their deep love for football. This video features people from two leagues: the Baltimore League and the DC League. In the DC League, you have teams like Neighborhood Bullies, Up and Smoke, AU, Hustle, YCN, and more. In the Baltimore League, you have teams like UT Savages, MSP, Disciples, Juice, Weapon X, OTF, and more. Some of the Baltimore teams play in both leagues. Some teams are known for being the best in the nation. All of these teams bring different energy to the field. People within these two leagues range from different ages, come from different places, have different backgrounds and lifestyles, but on Sundays, they all come together on different fields to be a part of that one thing that they're all passionate about. Football.
It's about that time. Yo, huddle up! Woo! Limousine run! Woo! Jet flying! Woo! Son of a gun! No, we not having the same song we had against them last time. We're not done! The intense over everything else. Let's go, three! Let's go!
Put the line, man, before you put the ball down. Here we go.
Okay, let's go.
Majority of the people part of the flag football community grew their love for football as they watched it on TV as a child into adulthood.
I've been a Patriots fan since 01. My dad was a big Ravens fan. So Sundays just became a norm watching it. And then I got in the flag like 4 years ago or so.
Some played in little leagues, in high school, in college, and their love and passion for the game didn't end after their last high school or college game. You can't just turn off something that was built within you, something that compelled you to train, study, and play for some or most of your life. For these men, football is a part of who they are. Some would say it's part of their DNA. Something within them that just won't leave. Of course, they all have lives outside of football. They have families, careers, a social life, hobbies, all of those wonderful things, including being a part of the flag football community, is what helps these men feel fulfilled. Juggling it all can definitely be a challenge, but they all try to make it work. So on Sunday mornings, when these guys aren't at home with their families or clocked in at work, they're on the field doing what they love. Now, like I said before, it's like a movie on the field.
I'm late.
But on this field, there's no script. Everything you see and hear is unrehearsed. The yelling, laughter, emotion, the fights, the trash talk. Oh yeah, there can definitely be a lot of trash talk.
He didn't want to be great. Why did he shit like that? Who said that? Come on, man. Yo, you got Adidas shoes on with Under Armour gloves and Nike shirt. Got him. Pass it on. Pass it on. Y'all don't know. What the f*** wrong with y'all? Come in, cutie. Come in. I got you. Black. What? Hot what? You gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that, man. It's all about fun. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Hey, I just wanted to tell you, PTA, belt to entertainment. Oh, sorry for my language.
Unfortunately, there are injuries. Some might even still play being slightly injured. Though it is flag football, you can still definitely get hit.
Hey, don't push my man like that again, whoever did that. I ain't mean to do it though. Where my hitter at?
Everyone plays a role in the field. They're either the commissioners, part of the audience, refs, coaches, or players. Each year, teams are formed. Teams with their own story and their own flag football journey as a whole and individually. In flag football, there's at least 2 seasons, the spring and fall season. There's also tournaments during and in between each season, but before each season begins, these teams set goals, strategize plays, practice, and prepare mentally, physically, and emotionally for the new season. Throughout each season, they get to see what works for the team and what doesn't, which players are the most or least passionate and impactful, and if their coaches are helpful and skillful enough for their team. But forming a team and keeping it together is far from easy. It can be extremely stressful for team owners. Some team owners don't only just manage, some play and coach as well. But in most cases, they find it difficult trying to do it all. So they seek out for help by looking for coaches who they feel are fit for their team. Some of the key requirements you must have as a team owner or coach are great leadership skills, a problem solver, being an active listener, helpful, and patient. But unfortunately, patience can sometimes be thrown out the window, as managing and coaching can be quite stressful. It's impossible for them to be perfect at all times, especially with the amount of stuff on their plates. But the goal is to at least always try to handle every situation the best way possible. Finding good players can be just as hard, especially when trying to find the perfect quarterback. That's right, hands off. Because great quarterbacks are tough to find. So when you do get one, your goal is to keep and protect him at all costs. Especially since there are other teams who will try to steal your quarterback at any chance they get. But are they wrong? Absolutely not. If you want to be a top team, well, you need a top quarterback. So it's nothing personal, it's just business. When looking for a quarterback, you're looking for someone who can read the field, has a great arm, and great accuracy. Being a quarterback can be the most stressful position on the field. It's a lot of pressure back there, and everyone is counting on you. A quarterback's performance dictates how the game will potentially go. You have to be mentally strong in that position because it can definitely take a toll on your mental health. Every team also wants a quarterback that can move. Some quarterbacks come with speed. They definitely need that as D linemen are coming their way. Some quarterbacks also contribute to making plays. They team up with their coaches and figure out the best way to drive the ball down the field. A quarterback who is confident, fearless, a great leader, and just fun to play with is a quarterback worth having. So salute to all the quarterbacks. In order for your quarterback to play their best, or if you're trying to stop one, you need effective and explosive linemen. These guys are considered the big dogs, and they like to play in the trenches. Some linemen might not be the biggest, but they have speed. Some have strength, and some have both. These two positions are not for the weak.
I get down.
If it's written in the stars, close your eyes and listen to the rhythm of your heart. If it's written in the stars, close your eyes and listen to the rhythm of your heart. If it's written in the stars, close your eyes and listen to the rhythm of your heart. If it's written in the stars, close your eyes and listen to the rhythm of your heart.
I get down.
Centers are important and hard to find. They have to be accurate as they snap the ball to the quarterback and get up fast enough to block or receive a pass. O-linemen also go out for passes. Quarterbacks like to use them to help quickly get the ball out, help with yards, and possibly score. But if they're not out going for a pass, then their job is to block. No one wants a lineman who will just stand there. You must protect the quarterback at all costs. That means block long enough for the quarterback to get that ball out. Blocking is not easy because most of the time D-linemen are not small. D-linemen are sort of like predators, ready to pounce on their prey. They start off real low, preparing for takeoff. Once that whistle blows and the center sets that ball free, they are ready to attack. Linemen, hands down, has one of the toughest positions. They have to start off explosive, run as fast as they can, push, take a few hits, fall, get back up, run some more, and then do it all over again in the next play. It It can be extremely tiring. I'm sure they look forward to the huddles and potential timeouts in between just to catch their breath and gain their strength.
Go offense, go score. Hey, it didn't matter. Touchdown either way. 4th down, 3rd down. Don't matter. Touchdown.
Once the quarterback successfully gets the ball out, then it's time for the receivers to shine. All receivers want the ball to show off their skills and to score. Receivers are kind of known for their big egos, but when you're known for being one of the best and always putting scores on the board, it's kind of hard not to have one for some of these players. I mean, look at these guys. Part of being one of the best, you need to have the best hands. The quarterback needs to know they can depend on you to catch the ball no matter the situation. There's pressure on receivers as well, especially in the last couple seconds of the game when the quarterback is looking for that clutch player that could potentially change the game. As a receiver, one of your goals is to avoid having too many drops, because once the quarterback feels as though they can't trust you with the ball, there's a chance you'll barely get it. But once you have a hold on that ball, it's time to move. Some of these receivers have crazy speed. Good luck catching them. Of course, your main goal is to score. Oh, and don't forget to flex, because you deserve to. If you're known for being one of the top receivers, everyone wants you. I mean, who doesn't want a receiver who is impactful enough to help lead a team to victory? There are some teams, though, who would have no problem letting their most impactful players leave. If their egos are too high to work with, they create a toxic environment, not fully committed, or fail to come to practice and games. Attendance is a problem that most teams have. Of course, people have families and jobs, but in some cases, some are just too lazy to show. Some may think they don't need it, and some may use weather as an excuse. This brings trouble, especially when it comes down to practice. Practice is a time not only for these players' own improvement, but to improve as a team. It's hard for a team to improve if they're lacking players. A team's chemistry can also take a toll. If a team's chemistry is off, that can definitely lead to poor performance. Poor attendance can also cause conflict, especially when it comes down to who should start and who should get more playtime. Teams prefer players who take it as serious as everyone else, who tries to bring more solutions than problems, and tries to help their team falling apart.
Hey, defense, let's go, man.
Hey, we good, let's go. Fight down.
Hey, yo, want to hit the ball.
This is contact play. Somebody body up. Body up. Go east. Go east.
Simple, right? Defense also plays a big role to leading the team to victory. Defense will come for you and you won't even see them coming. They're the ones who prevent things from happening. Their number one goal is to get that flag as fast as possible, which means you have to have some sort of speed as you chase down the receivers. You also must stay focused, read the field, watch the ball, and be able to kind of predict where the ball can potentially go in order to stop the receiver from getting any yards. Oh, and of course, be able to get an interception. You instantly become a clutch player if you can intercept that ball. You need a great defense just as much as you need a great offense. Defense come in clutch, especially if you don't have the best offense. Those teams heavily depend on their defense during a game. If you have a great defense, then you have a great chance at winning.
Hey, watch me kick the ball.
Great kickers come in handy as well. During the kickoff, you need that ball to be kicked as far down the field as possible. The further the opposing team is from their end zone, the better. There's a lot of pressure on them as well, as teams depend on them for extra points after a touchdown. The pressure can really be on when it's the last few seconds in the game and they rely on their kicker to score and change the game. Or, if offense is having a tough time scoring, they depend on their kicker to help put points on the board. And sometimes you might get lucky with a quarterback who can also kick. Please, easy on the refs. Now you know we couldn't forget about them. They love football just as much as anyone else. Some refs used to play. Refs have to have good eyes, know the rulebook, and be fair when making calls. Refs also have a tough job, as coaches and players don't always agree with their calls, and some might complain about them not making enough calls.
Thank you.
I stretched the ball. Right in his face. Right in his face. Yeah. Keep right there.
Well, another thing that refs have to keep track on is time, because they will definitely be asked consistently.
How much time? How much time we got? Bro, we just started the game, yo. Go ahead. Bye, yo. Hey, yo, can we get a new ref?
You gotta love our refs. For most teams, the plot thickens throughout the year. Problems arrive. Goals aren't being met. Disagreements start to occur. Emotions begin to rise. The environment can become toxic and some players plan or begin to leave. Team owners and coaches are stressed and constantly re-strategizing. Some may even question if their team will make it through another season. As far as the ending, for teams in this situation, the last few games of the season and playoffs will dictate their next move in their flag football journey. Rough seasons build for better character. It makes them hungrier, stronger, determined, and a thirst for more knowledge. On the other hand, you have teams who might have had more of a successful year. They either carried on being the top team or had an impressive improvement from the season before. For these teams, they either confidently believe that they will stay at the top, or some might secretly wonder how much longer can they hold their spot. Great seasons stems from rough seasons, where their mind, body, and skills were being developed for better, successful seasons. These teams work even harder because they've been through too much to tremble back down to the bottom of the charts. Many things can occur that might alter where a team stands on the charts. In most cases, some teams could lose key players, captains, coaches, or even whole teams due to disagreements, injuries, or lifestyle changes. Some are tired to spend more time with their family. Playing in this league, you sacrifice family time. Sundays are game days. There's also time spent during practices. You're also communicating with your team throughout the week via text, calls, or even Zoom meetings. Some people find it challenging to juggle both family and football. Some might retire because their passion and love for the game faded, as many ups and downs occurred throughout the seasons. It could possibly mess with their mental state and cause them to leave the league for good. And then others leave due to aging, and their body's not quite working as well as they once did. The speed they once had left. Back pain started to occur. Injuries became a reoccurring thing. Joints started to stiffen and ache, and some might have developed health conditions that made it impossible for them to play through. It can be difficult losing people from your team, especially when it becomes time for you to rebuild for a new season. Everyone wants a team filled with motivators, leaders, problem solvers, positivity, and even a few comedians. Players who are coachable, impactful, reliable, and dedicated. Some are lucky to have it all, but unfortunately, others must continue to search and build and have hope that one day they will have their dream team.
I'll take some favorite time.
All of these teams have talent and bring something to the field. They all can really put on a great show. They might not be on your TV screen, but the way that these teams perform, lead, and work together is truly TV-worthy.
You got me nice this time.
These guys are football stars in our community.
Another day in the office.
You have to applaud these teams because they don't get paid or have the same resources as people on the TV have to help maintain their team or bodies. But every season, they figure it out. Every season, they work hard, they're faced with many problems to solve. They set and accomplish goals and try to stay in shape and balance everything in life along the way. They do it all for the love of football. The joy on their faces as they do what they love, accomplish their goals, and celebrate is truly a sight to see. Flag football is deeper than just playing football. It's a brotherhood, a place of growth in all aspects, a place where they become better leaders, listeners, and problem solvers. A place where their confidence is heightened, where they become more resilient. A place where you're tested mentally, physically, and emotionally. A place of peace and happiness. A place where you can feel loved, supported, and appreciated. And a place where you can shine and be seen more than any other place. Again, these guys might not be the typical stars you see on TV, but they still shine just as bright. So to everyone involved in the flag football community, keep shining, keep going, keep feeding that thing inside of you that you just can't shake, and keep doing that very thing that makes you happy.